Welcome to the ClearlyWell Podcast. I'm Elizabeth McKeon, a board-certified psychiatric mental health and addiction recovery nurse. This podcast aims to bridge the gap between mental health and substance use discussions, fostering understanding and empathy while reducing stigma. Join us as we amplify the voices of those with lived experiences, creating a non-judgmental space for their stories to be heard. Thank you for tuning in. I'm listening to music this morning. What is happening? Am I being recorded?
You are.
Okay. Hey guys, this is Elizabeth McKeon with the ClearlyWell Podcast. Good morning. So I had a cancellation today due to weather. We have snow and mixed ice and rain today. So I decided to do another short sesh, and it's going to be about Mike Sorrentino from Jersey Shore. And I'm going to start with a did you know? So did you know that opioids are a class of drugs derived from or mimic natural substances found in the opium poppy plant? Opioids work in the brain to produce a variety of effects, including pain relief. What you need to know about opioid as a proper term is that opioid drugs may also be called opiates, painkillers, or narcotics. All opioids work similarly. They activate an area of nerve cells in the brain and the body called opioid receptors. The opioid receptor blocks pain signals between the pain and the body. And examples of opioids include morphine, heroin, codeine, oxycodone, hydrocodone, and fentanyl. Symptoms of opioid use include drowsiness, constipation, euphoria, nausea, vomiting, and slowed breathing. A person using opioids over time can develop tolerance in as quick as 14 days. This physical dependence is called opioid use disorder. This leads to risk of overdose and death. The medical use for opioids are prescription opioids. They are used for post-surgical pain, severe pain due to trauma or disease, coughing, and diarrhea. Opioids may be given orally via a skin patch under the tongue or by injection. If you or someone you know takes opioids on a regular basis, please have Narcan on hand, as you are or your person that you know will be at risk for opioid overdose death. Okay, so on to today's story. Like I said, today we're going to talk about Michael Paul Sorrentino. Most people know Mike the Situation from the show Jersey Shore. He has experienced a life marked by dramatic highs and lows, evolving from the TV reality show Jersey Shore. He is a dedicated advocate for recovery today. So I thought it was worthwhile to talk about his early life and his career beginnings, moving on to the person he is today. Michael Paul Sorrentino was born July 4th, 1981 in Staten Island, New York. Mike Sorrentino was raised in Manalapan, New Jersey. I hope I'm not slaughtering that. Sorry if I am. He graduated from Manalapan High School in 1999 and pursued higher education at Brookdale Community College, later attending Keene University and Monmouth University. This was before his rise to fame. Sorrentino worked as an assistant manager at a fitness center and briefly ventured into underwear modeling. That, I think, is kind of funny. He was always known for his six-pack on the show. At 16, he earned a black belt in Taekwondo, showcasing his early dedication to fitness and discipline. Then he had a rise to fame in 2009. Sorrentino's breakthrough came when he joined the cast of MTV's reality series Jersey Shore. I think it's notable to the listeners that I have watched, embarrassingly, every episode of Jersey Shore in its entirety twice, and I now follow their family vacation show. The show, which offered an unfiltered look into the lives of 8 housemates spending their summers in the Jersey Shore area, became a cultural phenomenon. Sorrentino's charismatic personality and signature abs, the six-pack, made him a standout figure. He appeared in all 6 seasons until the show's conclusion in 2012. He came with some personal struggles and legal issues. Despite his personal persona, Sorrentino faced significant personal challenges. He developed an addiction to prescription opioids. And if you listen to his book or read his book, Reality Check, the amount of trouble that he went to make sure he had opioids on set is incredible. He's very forthright about it in the book. I really enjoyed it, and I think it's a good read. In 2012, he sought treatment for his addiction and had been open about his journey to sobriety. In 2014, Sorrentino encountered legal troubles when he was charged with tax fraud for failing to pay taxes on $8.9 million in income. He pleaded guilty to tax evasion in 2018 and was sentenced to 8 months in federal prison, which he served in 2019. Moving forward, Mike has done a lot of redemption and advocacy. Following his release, Sorrentino committed himself to personal growth and helping others. He reunited with the Jersey Shore castmates for a reboot show called the Jersey Shore Family Vacation. He showcases his journey to sobriety and positive lifestyle changes in that show. In 2023, he published a memoir titled Reality Check, Making the Best of the Situation: How I Overcame Addiction, Loss, and Prison. This is the book I spoke of previously. It is such a good book. He is not the cocky person that you see in the show. He really does call his own self out in many ways in the book. I appreciate that about Mike. In 2024, Sorrentino and his wife Lauren co-founded Archangel Centers, a series of addiction and mental health treatment facilities. The first center is set to open in New Jersey in early 2025. The center will reflect Sorrentino's dedication to supporting others in their recovery journeys. Today, Mike has a big family. He has flourished. He married his college sweetheart, Lauren Pesca, in 2018. The couple has 3 children, a son, Romeo Rain, a daughter, Mia Bella Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a beautiful name, by the way. Just kidding. And daughter, Luna Lucia, born in March of 2024. As of February 2025, Sorrentino continues to appear on the Jersey Shore Family Vacation, now in its 7th season. He remains actively involved in his advocacy work through Archangel Centers and frequently shares his experience to inspire others facing similar challenges. Mike Sorrentino's transformation from a reality TV star to a beacon of hope exemplifies his resilience and commitment to making positive impact. Now, while I read you all of the things that are mostly off people.com, Wikipedia, just different articles that are out there for anyone to read, I pulled these all into one space. And I really, really encourage you, if you are interested in Mike's journey to recovery, what I have read for you today seems simple, and it seems just so easy and forthright. If you really dig into his story, it is in and out of treatment centers, in and out of really ridiculously bad behavior. And he's really, like I said, just straight up in the book calling his own self out for that bad behavior. And it took him many, many years to straighten up his life and get clean and be the person that he is today. I think personally, just having watched him on the show and grow up on the show all these years, I have a new respect for him. In the early season of Jersey Shore, I did not. Watching him today, as the person who he is, like advocating, especially in the LA area, and Hollywood for, recovery. And he frequently visits treatment centers and speaks to people in a peer support way. So, good job, Mike Sorrentino, the situation. I'm proud of you. And you should come be a guest on my podcast. But even if you don't, we're still real proud of you out here, the little people, the people who work for the cause. So thank you. Thank you for listening. And if you or someone wants to be on the ClearlyWell podcast, please email me at clearlywellpodcast@gmail.com. You can catch us everywhere you listen to podcasts. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Amazon. Soon to come, Evergreen. At this time, we just welcome anyone that has a story to tell us, and we just thank you to our listeners. I want to state that please do not substitute this podcast for professional therapy or treatment. The content shared here is for informational and entertainment purposes only. We do ask our listeners to respect the diverse experiences of individuals and refrain from passing judgment. If you or someone you know needs professional help, please seek the guidance of a registered and qualified mental health professional. ClearlyWell is brought to you by Healthy Georgia and produced by CNC Media.